All right, shalom. This is Kanata Anban Yasharala from the Lions Den of Yasharala camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Ka Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakadash Mama. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men and women that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, this is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." All right. And I brought that scripture out just to go along with, this article right here I looked up. I was going through my little Flipboard app, and I seen this article right here dealing with how Trump pulled the troops out of Syria, the ones that I think were aiding the Kurds, and now Turkey done went in there now is trying to blow it to smithereens. They're going in there having a field day with um Syria, man. And this is all a beautiful thing. These are signs of things to come. Because what the scriptures say, you should hear of wars and rumors of war, see that you be not troubled. All right, but the end is not yet. So we're right there at the doorstep of the end, and it's a beautiful thing because like we as a nation of people, we've been like beat, butchered, and you can see that but we're taking the punches though. Those are those that are enduring, because the scriptures say, "He that endured to the end shall be saved." All right. Let me get a scripture real quick. All right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. It says, "For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day." And we get revived and renewed with these scriptures, man, and seeing these prophecies come to pass. It says, all right, verse 17, it says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment," right? Because what do you, how should I say? "Take upon me and my burden, because for my burden is light." All right, so it's a light burden to go to suffer in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we have a we see that it's not in vain, and we have a purpose of suffering. Like people suffer for the world's sake, they suffer in vain because this world was handed over to the wicked, and so this world is being operated through the eyes of man, because of Yahweh Shem Yahushai dictated it and allowed it to happen. So that's why you see wars everywhere, people dying everywhere, because you know, you know, um, death is really not supposed to be in existence, and death started when man turned his focus off Yahweh Shem Yahushai being that first Adam. Okay, so now that's why you have wars and things like that, and that's why we're going through these afflictions, because of sin, and we're wrapped in these chains of darkness, but we're almost freed out of them. All right, verse 17, it says, "For our light affliction is much more slacking, which is but for a moment, worketh us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." All right, and that's when we get those new bodies to where we can't sin no more, and we won't see no wars like this. We'll still be kicking Esau's ass for 1,000 years before we destroy them off the earth, but you won't see war no more. All right, after a while, these other nations are going to get some form of living, and it's going to be in righteousness. It's not going to be, ain't nobody going to have to lock their doors no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to have to buy alarm systems. All this stuff is came about because of the imaginations of men. You're not going to have people like babysitting your kids and things like that. You're not going to have that thing. Those, we're not going to have to worry about any of that. If our kids are going outside to play, we don't have to worry about nobody snatching them up, nobody doing anything to them, in that day. So when we get, because we're not going to be able to go off, and we're not going to allow sin to enter into this realm anymore. All right. Let me get another scripture. It's not exactly the one I wanted, but all right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. It says, "And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in my weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I will rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahweh Shai may rest upon me." All right. So we go through this affliction, you know what I'm saying, to be prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, verse 10, it says, "Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities and in reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distress for Yahweh Shai's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong." All right. So we no matter what we face, we still go out there in the highways and byways and do what's necessary to usher in the kingdom. And so and this is a part of the reward of that is us being able to see the things that we speak about on the highways and byways come to pass. So seeing this destruction going on over there, in the Middle East lets us know that we're closer and closer and closer to our freedom, all right, and to the kingdom. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit of this article, and everything. Lord willing, is edifying and it serves its purpose. All right, it says Syria update: Turkey is blowing the hell out of it, and the Russians are cheering. All right, well, here's a little caption that says, "Everything we knew would happen is happening." All right, and that's how we feel as prophets. Everything we knew was going to happen, because how do we know? Because of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has revealed them unto us. All right, the secrets and mysteries that of the will of Yahweh, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right. So everything we knew would happen, we know what's going to happen, is going to happen. Because why? Because it was revealed to us through the spirit. All right. It says, everything you knew was going to happen is happening in northern Syria. Everything the president should have known was going to happen, or at the very least, vaguely care about happening, and he had a shred of either intellect or humanity is happening. All right, so listen. Now that's just saying. This is just being, because these are his peers. These are other Edomites talking about him like that. So that's showing the division in America, because there was another article I was looking at, and it was talking about how even now the Republicans are trying to give the okay for the impeachment. And that's the party that he's under. All right. Let me find the scripture. All right, this is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And it says, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand." So all these nations formed a confederacy against the children of Israel, right? And this kingdom set up by Esau, right, is divided against itself, right? And the chief house, Esau, of this confederacy against the children of Israel, is divided. So the head of this kingdom is divided, and it's not going to be able to stand. And now you got these other nations trying to come together and create a new head and move America out of the way. And like these other nations trying to move Esau, like China trying to move Esau out the way, and for them to get in the power seat. But next in line is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, let me go back to the article. It says, "The Iranians are thrilled, and the Kurds sold out by another American president. Yeah, that's crazy. It says are running for cover from the New York Times. So what happened was President Trump had pulled the the U.S. troops that were helping the Kurds out of northern Syria and left them there dolo with their pants down. And now Turkey's like on their ass, you know. And I personally I think that's a part of the doings of Putin and Trump being so tight, because this is what Russia really wanted to happen. All right. It says civilians were reported to be fleeing the border towns of Ras Al Ain and Tal Abyad, which were being pounded by airstrikes and shelling, Reuters reports. It says there is a huge panic among people of the region, the spokesman Mustafa Bali wrote. All right, there's a huge panic among people, and it's only going to get worse. All these things that are happening over there right now are going to happen in America too. These things are going to happen in America, but these people are too blind to see it. But it's been revealed to the ones that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Matter of fact, let me get this scripture on deck real quick. All right. It says Turkey's long-planned move to root out United States allied Kurdish forces in northeastern Syria accelerated rapidly after President Trump seemingly gave a green light to in a call with Mr. Erdogan on Sunday. The operation was sparkled fierce debates in Washington and could open dangerous new front in Syria's 8-year-old war. Earlier Wednesday, the Syrian Democratic Force had mobilized and warned of a humanitarian catastrophe as Turkey massed troops near the country's border for an incursion it said would begin shortly. New violence between Turkey and the United States-backed Syrian Democratic Force pits two United States allies against each other in ethically tangled battles, leaving Washington in an awkward position. So that just shows even more how this whole system is divided. You got everybody fighting everybody, and this is almost like if these were actual major wars, we would be in World War III. Technically, we kind of are, but kind of not. So these little proxy wars like this, if they were major wars, we'd be damn near at the height of World War III. But showing you that from a proxy standpoint, we are in World War III, but it's not full fledged yet, you know. So, but that just shows even more that we're closer and closer and closer to our salvation, man. All right. And I'm gonna close it out with this with Malachi again. I'm gonna go all the way to verse 2 this time. All right. It says Malachi 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that it shall leave neither root nor branch, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall." And that's going to be Yahweh Shai coming to deliver us out of this hellhole that we're in, man. So with that being said, I like to say, keep up the faith. Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakodash, my mouth. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and in truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom.